Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we will be taking a look at creating a Discord bot start to finish using the Java Discord API, or JDA as you'll become familiar with. Looking here, we can see a finished example that we will be working towards. And what this bot will do is it will read commands, and later we may expand upon it to do things such as music, but that will be done in later tutorials. We will be using several links throughout the video. You can find these in the description. First, we have your applications found on the Discord website. We have the JDA, the Java Discord API, that we will be using. And this is what we'll use to add our bot to the server. So first, we're going to go over here, and we're going to create a new app. This can be named whatever you want. It is what you will be displayed as in your Discord channel. We're going to create the app. You're going to want to create a bot user. Alright. Now we'll need a few things later. We're going to need this token later, and we're going to need this client ID later. But we'll get to that soon. Next, we're going to go to our Eclipse. And we are going to create a new project, a Maven project. If you're not familiar with Maven, I will release tutorials soon regarding going over what it's used for, some things you can do with it. But for now, you don't need to worry about your group ID too much. Your artifact ID must be unique, so this is the name of your project. We're going to do tutorial Java bot. So Maven sets this all up for you. We're concerned currently with our pom.xml. So we're going to show in our System Explorer. We're going to edit our pom.xml. Okay? Now I'm going to bring this over here. We're going to use the Maven in here. Alright? On your JDA GitHub. So first, you can see that this is XML. If you might be familiar with HTML, that this looks very much alike. We're going to insert a dependency in here. Just going to put this in the dependencies group. It's important that you indent properly. I don't believe it's a syntax thing, but in general it's important. Next, we also must import a repository, but we have no repositories group, so we'll start that. And we'll copy and paste this inside. Okay, last but not least, we have to pay attention to the version. Notice that it says to replace the version key with the version above. So we're just going to take this little bit and replace it with the version listed on the page. This might be different at the time of you creating your bot. Alright. So now we save this. We'll exit out. Okay, and exit out of this as well. And we're going to refresh our project to update our pom.xml. I'm going to get rid of this, put it aside, and we'll start taking a look at our project here. It supplies some stuff automatically for you. I'm just going to get rid of that and edit the app to my liking. These are just style rules. This is sort of your own preference. Alright, and we're ready to get started. Don't forget your comments. I'll add those later. Okay. So, first we're going to start off our Discord bot by extending the listener adapter. The listener adapter is sort of what is looking for messages. And if you've properly edited your pom.xml file, you should be able to import this. So we'll start off by initializing our bot. We'll create a new JDA. I'm just going to call this JDA bot. Is equal to new JDA builder. This is returning a bot for us. We're going to say we want the account type of a bot. And we're going to continue this to set a token. This token is a string. I'll show you where to get this later. And we're going to import these. Now, this should be giving you an error. It should be asking you to handle the exceptions. I would just add the throws exceptions. Alright, and lastly, for initialization, we're going to add an event listener. That is the new app. So we're also treating our class like an event listener. Okay? So with that done, we've now initialized our bot. Our bot will now come online when we set the token appropriately. Next, we're going to create a method on message received. And we're going to pass in a message received event that I will call E. Make sure you import this. And we're also going to override this. Alright. So now, whenever this bot gets a message that it can see, it will call this event. There's several things we want off the bat. We're going to want the message itself. We're going to want the message channel. And we're going to want the user. And we'll get those using the corresponding methods. And we'll import these. Alright. Now that we have some information, we can respond to the user appropriately. We'll say, if our message we'll get the content. This is literally what the message says. If it's equal to hello, we'll begin to construct a message. Now, we can do this a proper way of building a message, but I'm just going to send a string message back. I'm going to say obj channel. Oh, this is obj. Make sure you make that obj for proper naming conventions. We're going to send message of a string, and we're going to say hello. We're going to use their username, user. We're going to get as mentioned, and we'll add an exclamation point for flair. Now, last but not least, we need to actually tell this to send. This is because the bot might be performing multiple functions. I'm not quite sure what this is for, but I know it needs to be done. I believe you can also use complete for this, but I like to use Q. So with this should, on any received message, it should build a little bit of variables for us, and then it should basically respond to anybody who's saying hello. Alright, so we're going to save this. We're going to go over here. There's a few things we need here. We're going to reveal our token. We're going to copy this. Paste it inside here. We're also going to need our client ID. I'm going to save this first. Our client ID is for this link. You can see I have client ID highlighted here. Paste that. and we're going to add our Java tutorial bot to a server. With this authorized, I'm going to run the bot. Now, you can see I've just added this bot here. We're going to run the bot, and you'll see the bot come online. And if I say hello, the bot responds back. I'll provide the code in the description below. Make sure to comment your code, and I hope this worked well. Feel free to ask me any questions, and I'll try to get back to you. Thanks for watching.